Box Studios.
Yeah. What up? Pressure. Representing my homie, DJ Miss Hoodie. What's good? The girl get a grind on, man, for real. Check it. Queens in the building. Stand up. Tell me, have you seen her? Who stepped in the arena? Miss Hoodie serving, he crossed the net like Serena. And everything she play is great, so let the haters hate. Virus to their database, scrambling they data rate. Plus I got your back like scoliosis. Pressure got the antidote, be careful of the dosage. The girl is everywhere, yup, every known geography. Plus she get a swerve on with zero toxicology. The hottest beat, Hoodie and Pressure in the building. Of course the competition's mad, we meant to hurt your feelings. We see through all the politics, the truth is so revealing. We underground as hell, you hear us banging on the ceiling. Queens representative, Arizona resident. Call up a detective, truth is in the evidence. And evidently present is a force that makes you hesitant. Miss Hoodie's red light is on, destruction is imminent.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It is your girl Audrey Alcuinva getting at you guys on Tuesday, November 12th, 2019, and you are listening to the Why Run podcast. All right, so even though this is the Why Run podcast, I am going to include the X Me Out segment. I was going to do an X Me Out podcast, but this one I don't feel there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just kind of like, yeah, this is what happened and this is what it is now. And it's nothing. It's dust. It doesn't exist. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just decided to turn this into just like a little segment. If I had more information, if I had more or done more, then yes, it would have been an X Me Out podcast. But this is just a segment. All right. Just a segment. That's it. All right. So, all right. If you guys do not know what the X Me Out podcast slash segment is, X Me Out is based around dating slash relationship topics. Okay. Am I dating right now? No. Like, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, I just got a lot going on. You know, that's kind of like the last thing that's on my mind right now. So, I mean, I guess take it how you want, but there's certain people out there that they want to be extra helpful. They don't want me to be alone. They want me to go out and try and date and things like that. It's very, very sweet of them. But again, that's just not where my mind is at right now. I'm trying to get myself back on track. And, you know, just, I don't want to say, oh, do what I got to do. Like, it's not even that. Like, it's just, I can't right now, you know? But, as always, it's very, very thoughtful, but you really shouldn't be giving people my phone number. All right, so that's what's happening now. All right, so I have a relative, and we talk every now and then. It's not all the time, but um, I talked to my relative, and they were asking me about my relationship status and how all of that is going. And it's like, well, you know, it's it's fine. Like it's fine how it is right now. And they wanted to help, and they gave my number to somebody, and I was quite shocked because usually, like when I get a phone call, I'm thinking it's like a customer, you know. So I'm picking up the phone, and this guy, he asked me if I was who I was, and I say, yes, who is this? And he told me his name, and I was like, hi, what can I do you for, you know? And he was like, oh, didn't you, didn't so and so tell you? And I was like, no, because that's kind of what my relative left out, right? I was like, "What?" And this person was like, "Yeah, they thought that we would, like talk or whatever, be friends, maybe a little bit more than that." When he said that part, I was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And um, it was quite embarrassing because I was like, like, is my life really like that shitty? To where people feel the need to like just give out my number to whoever they think, or whoever they like, who they think I would like, because they like them. I was just blown away. But the guy was really, really nice. Um our conversation was pretty good. Like, we laughed a lot about little things. Um this guy, he's been married, and then, he got a divorce. He had kids, and I just didn't know like what to say about it. Like, yeah, it's cool to meet somebody, but I just felt like this person already had like a lot of baggage, and it was just something that I stayed clear away from. But overall, he was like a really, really nice person. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't there. Um and I tried to tell him like numerous times that, yeah, you sound like a cool person. Yes, we can be friends, but I'm really, really busy. So if you wanted to meet up to just have drinks or whatever, like, it would be very difficult for me to, because I do a lot in my business and in my family. And I briefly told him about my situation and what I'm trying to do, and he seemed like he was understanding about it. But there was just some things that just kind of didn't rub me the right way. Like, our conversation was, I mean, I don't want to say like too good to be true, but like, we really, really, really got along, like almost kind of like too well. But I just didn't, like I said, that extra baggage. Like, I just, his previous life, his previous wife, I should also say, and his kids, I'm just not ready for that. Like, that's something that I kind of don't want, like, in my life. Um but again, I just felt like there was still going to be something missing, even if I okayed it. Like, if I said, "Yeah, okay, let's try this." Like, it still just felt like that shit wasn't gonna happen. So, our first conversation was, um, I mean, it was cool, not really like that long, but like I said, we just got along too well, and I didn't want to give him the idea that it was going to work out. And in my heart, that's not really what I wanted, especially like with him. Like, I don't know him. Um, and we talked the next day again, very briefly. But the thing that I didn't like about him was he actually called me drunk, like intoxicated. Like, and I'm talking to him like in the morning time. So I'm just kind of like, what? And mind you, that there are a lot of guys in the past, sometimes currently, that call me intoxicated, and I just don't like that. Like, that is not attractive. It's a letdown, and I'm not there for it. But this guy, he calls me, and he's kind of like joking around too much, and he literally like just woke me up from my sleep, and I was like, "Okay, like, don't mock me, don't make fun of me. And that's kind of like what he was doing. And I just got sick and tired of it. And I just hung up on him, because I'm thinking, like, dude, like, you go to work at like 2 o'clock and you're drunk at 10 in the morning. Like, I mean, I know it, however you do your job, however you've been doing it for years, like, cool, that's you. But, like, don't ever call me drunk. Like, I don't like drunk calling, drunk texting. Like, I don't like that shit, but people will actually like try it and they'll do it and they think that it's fine. They think they're um not buzzed enough, that I should be able to take their call even though. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, that is a no. Like, you kind of want to not do that, especially like with me. But I understand that this guy, he doesn't know me. And for me to have to tell somebody, I mean, that's just disrespectful overall. But, like, I know everybody doesn't think the same. With that, some female may think it's funny, cute, whatever, and she's with it. But for me, it's kind of like, oh my God, you're so stupid. Get the fuck off my line. Like, that's kind of like how I was feeling. And I don't know, like, he's still calling me, to be honest. Like, he called me a couple times today, and I'm just like, uh no, like, I just don't want this. um I haven't talked to him, like, when I hung up on him a couple days ago. Like, I would think that he would have gotten the message, but it's clear that he didn't. Do I owe him an explanation? I don't think so, because I didn't ask for this. I didn't go looking for him. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just something that I'm not interested in. Um and if I was, it wouldn't be with him. Like, I just know that. But I just it's such a letdown. Um yes, it could probably turn into something if he knew me and if he knew what I like and what I don't like. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to. I'm just not into it. Like, I'm not into him. And I've seen photos and stuff. Like, yes, he's, good looking, whatever. But that situation, I'm just, I feel like I'm not ready to. And again, if I was ready, it would not be with him. um, should there be a lesson in this? Probably. Um, And if there's not, we can certainly make some stuff up right now. um, I would say, okay, guys, fellas, if a female hangs up on you, I mean, I totally get it. You don't know if the phone cut out, shitty connection, um, whatever. Please consider that the female may have just hung up on you on purpose. So if you want to act like you don't know why, you don't know what you said, you need to go back on your shit. You know what I'm saying? I've met guys in the past that say, "Oh yeah, like, I could be pretty annoying. Like, I could be like a child, or I've been told I'm like a child." Because I've had guys tell me that. Guys say, "Oh yeah, like, I can be pretty annoying." And it's like, okay, if you know you can be annoying, why don't you try not being annoying? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but then there's females that actually do like that kind of shit until, like, you guys actually have like your first fight. Then she's kind of like, "Oh my God, you're such a child." And that's just where you pick that shit up and you're just like, "Yeah, but you're still fucking me." So, you, females or whoever, put that in your head that it's okay to be like that. And it's like, okay, if females are hanging up on you too much, then yeah, it should tell you right there that it is not good to be annoying and to accept that part of you, maybe you should try to just be real and be honest and just be a man. Don't be a fucking child, you know? Um, but yes, if somebody hangs up on you, you call back numerous times, let's say two, three times, and they're not picking up, it just goes straight to voicemail, you have been blocked. Okay. And just leave her alone. You don't have to leave a message. You don't have to text her. Um, if you're hitting her up that many times, sure, like, okay, I should have said this first. If it was a bad connection, maybe, yes, you should text her and say, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was my connection or whatever, but when you receive this, call me back. You give it a day. You call her, voicemail, or she picks up, she hangs up, or she just straight tells you, you're annoying. I don't want to talk to you. I hung up on you. Leave me alone. You should probably leave her alone. Don't bitch her out. Don't threaten her in text messages. Like that's childish. You're lashing out and you have an anger problem. Because I've had that done to me so many times, and it was just as simple as, you know what, like, I just don't think me and you're gonna work out, or you know what, I don't feel the same about us anymore. And I'm the type of person, I do not become friends with exes. So for me, it's kind of like, yeah, like, take care of yourself, you know? And some guys, they can't handle that, like, rejection, or like being put off, or like they just get really, really mad. But if you're like me and you're just telling them, like, you know what, I just don't think that this is gonna work out, and you're yelling at me for it, and I'm just trying to do the calm adult thing, do it right, do it fair, and just be honest, I get yelled at for it. So it's like, okay, this is probably part of the reason why I don't want to be with you, because you act like this, you know? Um, but I know some guys, they just don't get the hint. And it's just like, damn. Like, and you wonder why you're single. This is why, you know? And I'm the one that's the messenger. And what do they say? They shoot the messenger. So yeah, that shit's crazy. Let's see what else. Yeah, just leave it alone. Just walk away. It don't have to be like into this, you know, big blown out fight. It's been about, let's say, 4 days since I've talked with this person. That should be enough. Like, that should tell you to just leave me alone, unless he really, really felt like we had a connection. He still never allowed me to tell him what I felt. Like, it was just a bunch of interruption. And it's like, okay, I would like to be involved with someone that will actually let me speak, not cut me off or talk over me. And that just wasn't happening. So, um, crazy. It's just crazy. Um, is there a chance that I could have led him on? Yes. Because our conversation was that good. It was a good conversation, but it's just, I just wasn't feeling it. Just kind of like almost more like a friend, but like almost I wouldn't even want to be his friend. I know that sounds like really bad, but like I just know myself. Like, I just don't see myself with him for the rest of my life. So, am I missing out on a good guy? Probably, but I am willing to take that chance. I'm just not. I'm just not right now, Um, with someone else, yes, but not him. I have to make that clear, because I have been getting like text messages and stuff from, whether it be on Twitter or Snapchat or Facebook, where everybody's like trying to get into my pants, and like I'm telling them, like, no, that's not really what I want right now. Like, yes, it would be nice, but I do want forever with somebody. Like, I'm ready to settle down, and like nobody is trying to give me that. You know what I mean? Um, I know what I want, and they are the ones that don't know what they want. Like, they just want to be with me just to kill time. They just want to be with me because I'm a ride for them, or I'm a place to stay, or they know that I would never let them go without. And so they'll have the whole pity me party shit because they know that I'm going to give, and they know I'm going to bust my ass to help them get to where they need to be good. And I'm just sick of it. So it's not like, I don't know, like, because I'm just gonna sound like I'm a gold digger and I'm just one of those females that like thinks that she deserves, but I know what I deserve. And in a way, like, let me say this, like, I do deserve someone to come into my life and, yes, pay my bills, because it's so crazy. Because and let me explain before you get too mad. I get messages, I get phone calls, I get, all of this shit, right? Yes, they want me. Yes, they see my good qualities, but they are not willing to do shit for me as what they're supposed to do in this society. Let me further explain. Okay, so there are guys out there that they think the best way to get to my heart is a good morning message, and that should be it. And it's kind of not. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I wake up in the morning, this is what I kind of expect. And if I'm reaching, I'm reaching, okay? Like, I don't care. I feel like I deserve this. When I wake up in the morning, okay, first of all, I expect you there, like with me in my bed, next to me. I do expect coffee to be made the way that I like it. Okay. Um, no clothes on the floor. Okay, like, I don't want to wake up out of bed and me tripping over your shoes, your clothes, like, you know, it's just the little things. It's the little things, but like everybody just gets so mad. What else? Yes, you making breakfast. Why not? Why the fuck not? Why? Why not? I do it. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Um I expect you to chill with me. Talk to me about your day. Talk to me about what you want us to do together. Um you know, ask me if the bills are good. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to hit up the grocery store? Do we, you know what I'm saying? Like, responsibilities. Like, guys, they just think that all they have to do is send me a good morning text. That's not enough. That's not going to pay my bills. That does not make me feel like you want me, that you want to be with me. You have to put me and you in real life situations for me to get that you want to be with me, and that will make me want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Um I don't know. That's just wild. That's why, I'm the type of person that will express, like, exactly what I want and how I want it. And they're like, "Damn, Adi, you're so demanding, you're so controlling, you're so this, you're so that." But it's like, dude, I don't know. It's so wild, like, how people think, and it's like, okay, if you are not going to pay my bills, and I know I use pay my bills a lot, but that's just as realistic I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've been with guys that had children with other women, and they have to pay child support. My whole thing is if I want to be with you and if you want to be with me, I will help you pay child support. And that wouldn't even be my kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like me and you are together, we're a team, and I'm going to help you. Why is it never like that with me? I have bills that I have to take care of by myself. If you want to be with me, those bills are half yours. And vice versa. Like people think that when I speak on these things, like it's just me, but it's not, yo. Because if I'm cooking dinner, I'm cooking dinner for the both of us. When I go shopping, it's for the both of us. You know, if I'm buying ass paper, it's for the both of us. You know what I'm saying? And guys, they just think that like they shouldn't have to pay my bills. But it's like, then you don't want to be with me. We cannot. Life is not about laying around in the bed all day watching TV, smoking weed, listening to music. Like that's not real life. That's what fucking teenagers do. We are not kids. I gotta bust my ass. You gotta bust your ass. And if we wanna be together, we gotta bust our ass for each other. It is so fucking wild, Joe. This other guy, very briefly, like, I was willing to work at Amazon and whatever money I made in 2-3 weeks, I was gonna send him my whole paycheck so he can get us an apartment because he was going through hard times. I was willing to do that. But now he just really hates my guts. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. If I did send him that money, there was no chance in hell that I would be getting that money back because he really hates my guts right now. So, yeah, like I'm willing to do the work for my future. If I want to be with you, it is our future. And I don't see anyone doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's people say, oh, it's too soon. It's too this, it's too that. Then you must not have the means to do it. Like, you must not have, you must not have nothing, and that's just me being very, very honest. For me, it's like, okay, I could see why you just want to fuck around. Like you're not ready for a relationship. You just want to stick it and you just want to go your separate ways and have your own situations, just being selfish, just you taking care of you. But me, I want a relationship and I'm ready to settle down. I really am. I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with just someone. Someone. It don't really have to be about marriage. It don't have to be about having kids. It's just finding that one and staying with them, being committed to that one person and take care of each other. And that means, yes, bills, yes, health, having a home, and just be all about that one person is what I want. But a lot of things do come with it and I'm just ready to take care of somebody. You know what I mean? But other people, they're not. They're looking for someone to take care of them. I want to take care of somebody. But no one's on that level. Nobody is. And if they say they are, they got to prove it. Because I know that I can take care of my man. And I take very good care of my man in all aspects. But they're just not ready. And I will not pull both of our weight. I will not, because I will leave. I will get tired. I will be mad all the time. I would not be happy. I'd be stressing the fuck out. And you're supposed to ease my stress, not add to it. And I think that's where everybody just misses this shit, you know? Um, and I know some people may ask, like, okay, when if that guy that I'm, I guess, blowing off, when if he's willing to take care of me and my bills? Again, it's not about that. It's not. Like, I just don't see forever with that person. I don't know him. Do I want to get to know him? No, because he called me drunk. Yes, I still never told him. And if I did tell him, yeah, he may stop and obey me. I shouldn't say obey me, but just respect my wishes of him not doing that. But it's kind of like, ah, no. You know, sometimes like when you come across somebody like you just know, it's one of those situations. So it's like, no, I don't think so. There was another reason why that I failed to mention was that you guys all know that I am a medicine girl. I mentioned it to him. He knows exactly what it is. Why? Because he is half native. So he's very much aware of what I am. He did not give a shit. Um, I think he doesn't really, well, he mentioned it to me already. Like, he said that he doesn't really take sides, you know, because he's half native, half Hispanic. And he doesn't take any sides. But for me, it is very, 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 very important to be loved and respected by your partner for what you are. And I feel like I could never feel that with him, because if he doesn't understand it, and if he's just blowing it away that way, I am not going to waste my energy trying to not convince him, but to explain or to make him understand why I must do the things that I do. And I just feel like he wouldn't be with me 100%, and it would just, everything would just not work out already. He may say, oh, well, why can't we just this? Why can't you just that? And I've been in relationships like that, and I, like, my life partner should love me and should protect me and should, respect my abilities and my purpose. He's not the one. I just know it, like, just right off. He's not the one. So there goes that. Real talk, you know. And it sucks. It really does suck. I know some people, like, they're not gonna get it 100%, but let's just say that you were really passionate about something and that was your calling, you know. Um, And if your partner just thought it was so silly or just so stupid, like, oh, you can't make money that way, or oh, I don't really see you that kind of person. Like, oh, you really shouldn't invest all your time and money in that. Like, oh, I don't know, it sounds too good to be true. Like, when you have a partner that is exactly like that, you're never going to be happy. And that's what I'm saying. I know I could never be happy with him because that's kind of how he reacted. So I was like, okay, I think I'm done. Like, I'm not, uh, no. And I know some people, they'll say, oh, well, every couple as individuals, they have their own things. Like, they say guys that like football season, they ignore all their girlfriends and all their wives. They're all into fantasy. They're all with their buddies and, shit like that. And that's their thing. Okay, like, that part I get, but this is actually like a lifestyle. Like, this is, you know, almost like a job, but like you're saving and you're helping people. Football is just, it's an interest. It's kind of like a hobby. It's something that relaxes you. It's something that, you run to get away from your job or to get away from your wife. Like I will use that. But with what I do, it is who I am. It's who I am. It's a part of me. I don't want to get rid of it. Like this is what makes me. Can you imagine if I got rid of it? I probably won't be the same person. But people don't think about that. They just say, "Oh, you're thinking too much, or you're doing too much of that too much, and maybe you should just get rid of it." If I get rid of it, I'm not gonna remember you, or you're not gonna remember me. Like I'm just gonna have fucking amnesia. Like, but that is what you want. I will not. So there's just a lot. There's a lot to this shit. That's why I don't want to give him a chance. I feel like, I know I only talked to him like a few hours or whatever, but I know when to waste my time and when to not. And he's one of those have nots. Straight up. I don't have time for this shit. Someone that I feel is worth it, definitely. Like, I would be like, yo, like, and I tell them what's up, and it would just totally be up to them. I've I've been through enough as far as like telling someone that I love them and then being rejected in that order and that quickly back to back. Um, I know already. Like I know what to look for. I know what's good and I know what's not. I know I know enough. I know myself that I'm not gonna tolerate somebody like that. I do not want that person in my life. So yeah. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I wrong for this shit? Like what's up? Like it wasn't me reaching out to him. It was him reaching out to me. Maybe my, relative reached out to him, but they were just wrong, and my relative knows my situation, but I'm pretty sure they don't know like the steps or like what I've gone through. All I can say and assume was that their heart was perhaps in the right place, or maybe they just wanted a story for me to tell like afterwards, or like, like gossip or whatever. But it's just, no, I'm not, even that I'm not going to give you. If your friend wants to tell you, you're not going to get much because I left his ass in the dark as probably where he should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to give any kind of information. Like I know what I know. I felt what I felt and I just wasn't feeling it. And that was it. That's enough. But that is it for the Why Run podcast, the X Me Out segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm going to have questions attached to this podcast. So just to bring up like a discussion, something fun, um, you can answer those questions. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you guys have gone through. How would you have gone with this situation? Yeah, like what would you have done? Um, was my relative out of line? Was this guy out of line? Um, yeah, like have you ever been in a situation before? I'm pretty sure you all have. Or were you the one that was actually drunk texting and drunk calling? Like let me know in the comments. Um let's talk about it. Why not? I'm talking about mine. But I'd like to thank you guys for listening to the Y Run podcast. And yeah, you guys can follow me on all social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Miss DJ Hoodie. That's MSDJHOODIE. And yeah, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And be sure to hit up my website. It's audreyalcoinva.com, AudreyAlkoinva.com. And yeah, I will definitely talk to you guys in my next podcast. Peace.